I think before I comment on the social media part, I thought it's an interesting comment that Prof mentioned about us imitating PAP, but I don't know what to make of it. Is it supposed to be a compliment or anything? But first I have to say that I'm a relatively new member of the Workers' Party. This month happened to be the first anniversary of my officially joining the party. I actually approached them only in February. Then I was accepted to be a candidate. So I approached them, not they approached me. So people always wonder. But from what I can see is that it is a serious party. We have our alternative ideas. We have our platform. If people perceive it as being close to PAP, then so be it. But I think what we are trying to do is that we're trying to draw high caliber people as well, because I do not subscribe to this theory that there's not enough for two teams. So, we will play our game. We will draw the kind of people that we believe will be attracted to what we stand for. So, and we will see how that evolves. Now, on this thing about social media, maybe from a personal experience, now if you're in my position as a new candidate accepted in March, you know that the elections is anytime April, May, and there are so many other new candidates, so why would the mainstream media be interested to even cover me at all? So for me, I had no choice. I had to rely on new media. And my confession is that I started my blog and my website, my blog and my Facebook only in March last year. So this is the first anniversary of my blog and my Facebook as well. It's a very steep learning curve, so I just jumped in. I have to understand what the profile of the Joo-Chiat voters would be like, how I can reach to them, because then they would search me out on the internet if they can't find any news of me on the mainstream media. So you just have to make use of it as the medium to publicize whatever views I feel I want to bring out. So it has been useful in some ways. And of course, there are also sometimes maybe news that the mainstream media may not want to cover, and then and sometimes the social media publicize it, and then the mainstream media would have to also cover it. So in a way, it does put certain pressure on the mainstream media through the competition to also make sure that certain news are being covered. So how I would see social media evolving, I think there will just be more and more of these sites coming up. And of course, I also want to see responsible views being put out there. But of course, you can't really stop people from posting what they want. Just that, people sometimes get very emotional when it comes to certain topics. So I just hope that we'll be more understanding of it, because I know that there'll be sometimes tendency for people to want to jump in and put lawsuits to stop certain things. It probably has to be a balance. And of course, there are certain issues that I think we should stay off, which is talking about race or religion, that they can potentially stir up problems in Singapore. I think we should all have the discipline to stay off those areas. Yeah, I hope I've answered the question.
Yeah, thanks. Mrs. Chan, do you have anything to add?
Well, I think, to sum it all, I think most of my views are Jen Jong's views. Wanted to say, but yeah. I think he's right in a lot of views that he was saying. But having said that, I would say that thank God for social media. That was for my husband. Sorry, I'm still talking about my husband's time. Because during that time when my husband was in politics 30 years ago, there was no social media. There was mainstream media. It was tough for him. His forum letters were edited or never published at all. And, things that is beneficial to him, somehow or other, I'm sorry to say, it was never reported properly. He got no chance to air his views or his, fight back or to talk about that. What he want to say to help him. He wanted to tell people that what he want to tell, but he couldn't because there is no social media. But social media, in a way, has helped us and helped me because it is an alternative voice for me. There are a lot of times that I wanted to speak and tell certain things, but somehow or other the social media, the mainstream media did not pick it up. And I have to rely on the social media to clarify certain things, even forum letters that sometimes I send that the mainstream media feels that it is not right to publish, they may not publish, and I use social media to publish my forum letters. So in that sense, it does help. But having said that, I think we also should be discerning about social media when we read about certain things that, we are our own right to discern, to be discerning, to see what is right and what is wrong that is being reported, and to have a responsibility in it. I think that is very important. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Cheong. Susha, maybe you want to add something?
Yes, is this on?
Yeah.
My answer is definitely yes. Social media, for sure, I'm on your side here. It's played a massive role in the last election and will continue to play a very big role. To your question, Joshua, about, will there be more lawsuits or not? I was interested to see that the response has been softer. Right? In the last two incidents, it was definitely a softer response. It wasn't, right, see you in court, right, put you in jail, right? It was a different, muted or softer response. And social media is so quick, and it's put the power back to the people, and it's put, it's put I guess both the ruling party and the opposition party in a position where they know they've got to listen to the reaction from the ground, and if it's loud enough, hey, heck, they better pay attention. If it's personality or whatever based, then of course, people may or may not react. But if it's really, criticism against one's policy or one's judgment, and it's loud and it's clear, we see immediate response, right? Either through an apology or through reaction or maybe a bit of a backpedal. So it's been fast, it's been swift, and as as you rightly said, it also changed the response of traditional media, possibly for the better. We all saw that picture of the Workers' Party rally a few days after it was put on a website, right, Yawning Bread. So I think it's brought, I guess, a lot more speed and honesty and transparency, and hopefully probably a lot more noise as well. And hopefully the readers will be discerning in what is the truth and what isn't, what matters and what doesn't.